So welcome back to my YouTube channel English Lovers by Honeydee. So guys, what we are doing right now is we are going to look at few more words. Uh, just a minute. Okay. So this story formation we will talk about that later on, but firstly we will look at some words which can help you out in improving your English. Just a minute. Let me set it up and present it. I hope the screen is visible to you all. And what we are going to see today is again the bunch of words, about 30 words we are going to look at, and we're going to see a story related to the same. So let's begin with that. The first word that we're going to work on is analytic. So what exactly analytic stands for and how can we use that in a sentence, we're going to see that. So if someone is analytic, like if a person can be called as analytic person, so or like approach can be analytic approach. So if the person is analytic in his nature, the person is quite logical in his senses, like the person is a reasoned person, or the person has a reasoning for like his attitude, or what we say that his in his attitude there is a lot of reasoning, there is a lot of logic, whatever he says comes with a lot of logic. So that person would be called as analytic person we say. So let me just zoom it in so that I can make you aware of the sentence and even the pronunciation more. It's analytic, lytic. So lytic is like this. So that is why we will say that analytic. Pronunciation is very easy to be done here in this case. So that's an adjective. Adjective is a word which can be added to the noun or pronoun to like to say something more about it. So analytic would be used in a case when the person is quite logical. The person is known for his scientific approach towards something. So here you see an article here. It's an analytic article criticized the new plan and the presented one of its own. So that's a kind of article which has lot of reasoning, lot of logic inside that, so as to deny the facts which are in the present one, which are in the present one. Like any present article is there, so it is denying that one just because the article was quite analytic in nature. So that's the meaning of the word analytic. I hope you have understood that one. Or whenever we want to understand anything, we need to have analytical approach towards that thing. So our approach has to be analytical. Approach can be analytical. Sorry, approach can be analytical, or our mindset can be analytical, or our attitude can be analytical in nature. So you can simply understand that, I hope so. Any person who is logical is analytical. The person who is logical, the person who has a logic in his statements, or the person who has a reason in his statements, that is analytical. The person who is scientific in nature is analytical. The person who sees the things in with a different perspective rather than the common layman, like having to know about the reason behind the things, who would go for the reasons behind the thing, that person is analytical in nature. So you can use that word also, analytical. He's analytical in his approach. So that's also um, an adjective. When we add al to that, that is actually a prefix we are adding to that. So that is actually the base word would be analyze. So from that new words came into being, tic we used. So tic when it was used, so then it was again the prefix, sorry, suffix only. Earlier also I spoke it wrongly. So al is suffix only we have used after the analytical, you see. So analytical is used when the person is logical, or the things are logical, or anything that you're talking about is logical in nature, then you can use that one. Okay, it is related to the logic or reasoning. Then assert. Assert is very normal word. Assert itself means to say something. Okay, to state something or to say something is one and the same thing. To assert a fact, but we assert only one thing, which is a factual information, something which is factual, something which is a belief of a person. Like for example, I believe something, so I assert that. I believe that, it means to say that my belief is that, so that's why I believe that. It can be like, I asserted that on that day to you that how the things have been going on in the home were not up to the mark. So to assert a fact or belief means to state it with the confidence. So whenever you assert something, you have a bit of confidence within you. So whenever you say something, that's a normal thing. But when you assert something, that you have a confidence in your statement, that's why you assert in that case. So assertion can be made only when you have a confidence in yourself in saying that. Assertion. Assertion. So sure sound, I told you how what's the symbol for sure? That's the symbol for sure. In phonetic transcription or IPA system, International Phonetic Alphabet System, then we have sure sound this and sure sound this. Remember that. So assertion can be made only when you have the confidence in your statement. Yeah, I'm right, and you are making a statement on that same. Okay, so what's the statement given as an example for the same is, he asserted that his mother's cooking was better than his best friend's cooking. Okay, his mother's cooking was better than his best friend's mother. Okay, that means, uh, like they are comparing the cooking of mothers, and his mother's cooking was better. So that's why he has a confidence in that. So that's why we have used he asserted that, instead of saying he said that. In like he said that can be a common thing, like he said that he didn't have the confidence in that. But when he's confident about what actually he is asserting about, or what is he actually claiming about, or we can replace it with claim also. He claims that, or he claimed that, so something like that. So assert is more with the confidence. You can understand now, I hope so. Now thereafter comes a bachelor. Bachelor is also a very common word to be known to everyone. A bachelor is an unmarried person. Any unmarried person who is on the verge of getting married, or the person who has not yet gotten married anyway, so that person would be called as bachelor. I'm not a bachelor, I'm a married person. So since he was a bachelor, or we use since for reasons. Okay, because he was a bachelor. So it means very simple one, as, or we can replace it with as also. As he was a bachelor, because he was a bachelor, Jason did his shopping by himself. Obviously, when you're alone, when you can't uh, like you don't have any friend with you, but actually it's wrong somehow. He could have gone with his friend. At least any bachelor can have friends, so that person can go with the friend for shopping. Uh, so here the statement is, like, since he was a bachelor, Jason did his shopping all on his own or by himself. You can say that, by himself or on his own. Okay, himself. That means he did it on his own. It means that. Just a minute. Sorry for that fluctuation. Just because I'm unable to handle the screen right at the moment of mobile. So sorry for that. And then next word is very beautiful word. And first of all, I must tell you that the word we talked about, assert was a verb. And here when I change that into assertion is a noun. Whenever a word is ending with tion, it becomes a noun. So why? Because it becomes a process. It becomes a name of a process. So assertion is a process when we assert. So so or the phenomena when we assert. So that's a noun form. Assertion is a noun form, assert is a verb form when we actually use it as a verb, as an action. So now next word is bachelor. Bachelor was a noun. Obviously bachelor was a kind of category of a person. So like the person is actually metaphorically called as bachelor. Okay, he's a bachelor. When we said that he is a bachelor, it's a metaphor we have used. So we called him a bachelor, we straightforward called him a bachelor. Obviously that would be another word for a person. So here you can see that he was a bachelor. So he did his shopping by himself. Next word is calculus. 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 Okay, calculus. So here it is J a calculus. It's calculus. Calculus. Culus. Ear sound is there. Calculus. So calculus is the advanced type of mathematics. So it is a category or the branch of the mathematics. That is why we call it calculus. Calculus is made from calculations. Okay, let's see that how it is. By using calculus, that's a way of actually a certain method. Calculus is a certain method by which the scientists determined small changes in the star's brightness. So they check out about the celestial bodies, they check out everything about like how the distances are and what are the distances between the planets and how the things are going on. And even the, you can say the luminosity they are talking about, the brightness they are talking about in this sentence. Like by using the calculus we can do that. So it's a certain category of the mathematics. So we can use it as a noun only. Calculus is a kind of mathematic. Okay, so here it is a name of a branch of mathematics. So simply it is a noun, remember that. So any branch which has its particular meaning for the usage, so you can remember it accordingly. So calculus is that branch which actually determines the changes in the brightness of the stars or something else related to the celestial bodies. So that would be calculus. Now you see again the next word is celestial. I told you celestial. So I told you ch sound you have to find out if it is not celestial. We can't say celestial. Why? Because the pronunciation carries something else. You can see that what does it carry. So it carries this. That is why the ch sound comes. Celestial we call it. If something is celestial, it is related to the sky or the outer space. Okay, it is related to the heavenly thing or firmament. Firmament also is the synonym for sky. Okay, firmament, um like related to the sky or to the outer space. Outer space, that means out of the like earth. So whatever is there, so that's in the space. So if something is celestial, that means out of earth and out of it's heavenly. So that can be celestial. Comets are celestial objects that are rarely seen. So we see the comets very rarely in life. So they are very much less to be seen, but they are existing one. So these are the celestial bodies. Again, then we have a cognitive. Next word is cognitive. Celestial ends with, sorry, celestial ends with TIAL or that makes it an adjective. It's not TION, it's TIAL. So anything with which is ending with, like for example partial. Partial is also adjective. Okay, then if we have superficial. Superficial, all these words which are ending with IAL, they will be adjective only, like they will be adding something to the meaning of a noun. Okay, so if something is celestial, it is related to the sky or something in the sky. Okay, now next word is cognitive. Next word is cognitive. Sorry, just a minute. Next word is cognitive. We can have the next word cognitive. Cognitive is more related to the brain. Okay, or something related to learning. Okay, so if something is cognitive, it is related to learning or knowing things. If you know things, if you are having a wisdom about things, that means it's from your brain only. You remember the things from your brain only. Something which is cognitive is related to your memory. Okay, when you memorize something or memory, something is in your memory, that is related to cognitive. So cognitive is also adjective. So any word which is ending with ive, like productive. Okay, anything which ends with ive also is an adjective. Or if I say positive, okay, or if I say even the opposite of positive would be negative. Okay, so all such words which are ending with, when you see ive, the form of the word, you should know the form of the word, just because from that only you can actually find out exact meaning of the word. So when you know the form of the word, like basically when you know the lexical words like noun, verb, adjective, and adverb, sorry, adverb, then you will be able to analyze that how can I find out the meaning of the word exactly. So cognitive is related to the memory. After her physical examination, her cognitive strengths were tested. Cognitive means like, you see, adjective is always placed before, not always, usually it is placed before a noun. Strengths would be noun here. All the capabilities, all the abilities in the person would be called his or her strengths. So that is why the cognitive strengths would be some those strengths which are more towards the brain. So any memory strengths, or the strength related to the memory will be tested now, because physical examination is already done. So she had given the physical examination already. Now what were tested? Cognitive strengths were tested. Something which is more towards the memory, something more towards the learning, something more towards the knowing the things. So that is cognitive. Okay, cognition, you can say that learning. Cognition is a noun form. Cognition would be the cognition of that like particular chapter, as far as my learning is concerned, is very like, I would say that bleak, or I'm not sure about what has done in that, what the teacher has done in that. So then thereafter you can say that collision. Collision, je. So this is je sound, collision. It's written like jen. You can see that pronunciation in that. Collision is like ion. If it is ending with ion, then it is a noun. So any form of word, formation, ion, tion or ion, one and the same thing. So here you are seeing that a collision is an act of colliding, hitting into each other. So the basic word was collide. Okay, and thereafter collision came into being, collided, then collision. Collide is a verb form. Collision is a noun form here. Collision is a phenomena, is a process of colliding. So that is collision. Collision is an act of two things hitting each other. So collide is having the synonym, that is hit. Okay, so when two things hit each other, then that is a collision. Okay, so remember that. uh, and then comes the next word, that is competent. Sorry, let me give the example of that. Collision between the two cars created a loud noise. Like when they hit each other, it is in the past tense, because it created means it happened in the past only. It was created in the past, the sound was created in the past. So that's why it would be past tense. So here in the past tense, the statement is written: the collision between, the obviously the noun or the pronoun can be used in the beginning of the sentence. Okay, so you can simply analyze that one. It's a noun. Collision means when the things collide with each other. Competent, you have heard this word before, and we have an opposite word, or what we say antonym for the same also, that is incompetent. The person who is incompetent, that means the person who is not capable enough to do something. So incompetent would be that. But here it is competent. Competent is the person who is able to do something, who is having the capability of doing something. If someone is competent, they are able to think or act successfully. The person is able to act and behave in a certain way in a successful manner. So first thing is you should understand when the how the words are written. Here successfully is written in the adverb form, and you see to think means infinitive form. Okay, we can talk about them later on, but the thing is you should know about it. So here we have seen that it's what kind of statement. It's a like when we conditional statement, because it starts with if. So if it is a conditional statement, then definitely it is a complex sentence. So competent employees are much better than unknowledgeable. Knowledgeable. Okay, knowledgeable would be the one who will have the knowledge. Unknowledgeable would be the one who do not have the knowledge. Okay, the people who do not have the knowledge. Touchable, untouchable. uh Convertible, unconvertible, or inconvertible, or whatever it is. But the thing is you should understand how the prefix and suffix. Prefix is the word which is placed before a word, basic word, to make a different meaning. Suffix is used at the last to make a different word. When we write able, ition, or something, it becomes something else. In the form of the word, it becomes something else. So here you should understand that competent employees are much better. They are much far better than those who like unknowledgeable ones. Now thereafter we have diploma. We say diploma, not diploma. We say diploma. Loma. Okay, diploma. A sound comes at the diploma. Okay, so remember that a diploma is a certificate. And even I forgot to tell you, competent is an adjective. So we are saying that somebody is a competent. He's a competent person in his profession, so you can simply say that. So diploma, what is diploma? Diploma is a certificate. We know that it is a name of a certificate, so it will be a noun. So when it is a name of something, then definitely it's a noun. So a diploma is a certificate proving that someone has completed their studies. So diploma is a kind of certification for a person to actually indicate that one, I have done the studies in a certain field. So after 4 years of his college, Mary finally had a diploma. So diploma, degree, then these are different stuffs in case of educational institutions in India. So diploma itself means a graduating from a certain degree or certain particular certificate. When you are getting a certificate for completion of the studies, then you are saying that you have done the diploma. Okay, remember that diploma is the name of a certain certificate. Then definitely it will be a noun. It will always be a noun then if it is the name of something. Then is excel. Zell. It's zell. Okay, excel. Sir sound is there. Excel. Okay, excel. Excel. Not even a, it's excel. It start with I sound, E sound. Excel. So he excelled in that field. Excellence. We say excellence. Excellence or excellence. To excel in at a subject means you are very good at it. That means when you are good at something, you are excellent. You are excelling in that field. So Jenny excels. Excel is a verb here. Excel, or if it is to be written in the past form, excelled. Okay. Jenny excels at playing the piano. So she excels at playing the piano. That means she is learning it very fast and she is able to do it faster. Okay. Now next, just a minute. Here you see the next word is geology. Geology is also a very beautiful word. Oh, okay. Just a minute. Zoom it in. Next word is geology. We got the geology word. What is geology? We know that geo is more towards the earth or something which is related to earth. Geology, logy is the study of something. Geology would be the study of earth or something. So geology is the study of earth's natural structures. Now whatever structures are there, like for example mountainous range, plain area, or other plateaus or something, and how they change, how the changes occur in them, is the study of geology, we can say that. Geological studies, we can say that. Geology is a field of study, so that's why it's a name of the study, so that it will be a noun. But if I say geological changes, this thing, this place has seen the geological changes. That means there are some changes related to the earth's crust or the earth's like different formation and the structures. So geological would be the adjective because it is ending with al. So remember that. Because he studied geology, he knew how the mountains were formed, how the different mountains, different plateaus or something else are formed, because he had studied. Or it's in the past indefinite tense only verb second form is used in the statement, in particular this statement. So here the reason is given. It's a complex statement. He knew how the mountains were formed because he studied geology. You can write this way also, like you have to just alter the places of the clauses, whatever clauses they have written over there. Then thereafter we see um, J sound is like this. Geology's J sound is like that. Geo, G, lengthy word, geology. Okay, geology, not geology. It's geology. Okay, if it is O sound, it will be like that. Yeah, it is like that. Sorry. So geology. Harness. Harness, I have heard of harnessing something, means to control or use it, usually to make energy. So when we harness something, you have to harness the capability of, speaking English fluently. He has harnessed the skill of communication. So harness means to control and use it, usually to make energy, but here it is for making energy. That means the sails harness the wind in order to move. So harness the wind, that means it controls the wind. To control or to use something is means to harness that thing. So when you harness English, that means you are controlling English accordingly you to make statements beautifully. So that is harnessing something. So here harnessing means here the sails, that means like for example a boat is there and it has its sails like this way or something. So that will control the air, and like air will blow from this direction to this direction into the sails, and it will control the air accordingly to move forward. Okay, the sails harness the wind in order to move. So it controls and use the wind to move further. Intellect is a very beautiful word. Intellect means wisdom. Wisdom means knowledge. Knowledge means what you know. That's your knowledge. So intellect means, and intellect is a person's ability to understand things easily. If the person is more towards, the basic things, the person will be able to know that what's the foundation of something. So when you know the foundation of something, then you will be able to understand and grasp the things faster than the usual person. So you will be easily getting it. That's why your intellect would be more than the normal person. So you should be intellectual. I would say that when we say intellectual, it's an adjective. No, it can be a noun also. There are lots of intellectuals in our intellectuals. When it is used with s, then it is noun. But if we say that intellectual here in this case, it will be adjective. It depends upon which with which we use it and where we place the word and how we use it. So intellect is a person's ability to understand the things faster. She was known for her quick and strong intellect as well as her beauty. No, beauty with brains. So she was the beauty with the brains. So she had the strong intellect as well as her beauty. She was known for that. Known for means people knew her, or people, what we say that she was famous for. Known for means she was famous for, she was eminent because of. Okay, eminent because of. Yeah. Next word is but basically intellect is a noun form, because we are talking about wisdom. Wisdom is a form of something. We say like knowledge is a noun. So he has a knowledge of this or that, we say. Keen. Keen means eager. If someone is eager, 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 interested in something, somebody is interested, somebody is keen to do that. Okay, keen to do that. So keen is adjective. Okay, so if someone is keen, they are intelligent. They are intelligent, or only the that means they are taking interest into that, so that's why they are intelligent. Let me tell you, keen interest, he has keen interest, he has like curiosity to do something, so in that case we can say that it is keen. Only the keenest of the students could have solved the maths problem. The people, the pupils or the learners who have more interest in the maths, they could have done that problem by themselves. Otherwise they could have asked the teacher to sort it out or to solve it out for them. Okay, so the keenest would be, the keenest means here we are using it as the superlative adjective. Only the keenest of the students, that means the one who had like mostly they are interested towards, or they are interested mostly into that problem, they could have done the problem solved, or they could have solved the problem. Yeah. Next words, let's talk about them now. After keen, see, any word which ends with logy would be the study of something. Okay, what is mythology? Mythology, what is that? Mythology, mythology would be the study of myths. Any of the myth which is created in the, like, something which is quite mysterious, something which is not known, something which is not real, something which is imaginative of the people, something people think that it is quite obscure, something which is quite what we say that unknown to the people, that's mythological. So mythology is a group of stories from a particular country and the region. So people think like mythology is the study of what we say that myths. So Egyptian mythology was the basis of for a religion. So people have a religion just because of a certain like system in Egypt, and Egyptian mythology was a basis of for a religion, basis for a religion. Okay, not of a religion, for a religion. Then we have physiology. Physiology means the study of various parts of living things. So various parts of like anatomical study or anatomy. Anatomy, like when study of anatomy or study of physical parts, or like the parts of the living things. So that would be the study of the limbs, the study of veins and all that stuff. His work in physiology helped him understand how the human body works, how the body of the human works. Helped like was helped by his like work in physiology, the way he worked in the physiology. So study of mythology would be study of myths would be mythology. Study of physical body parts would be physiology. And then thereafter we have radioactive. Something which is radioactive would be like uh, which radiates energy, which radiates lights or something like that. If someone is something is radioactive, then it lets out, or is related to radiation, it lets out, that means it gives out radiation. So radioactive material can be very bad for anyone's health. So if you remember Madam Marie Curie, you will always remember that then. So then thereafter radioactivity, you should know about this concept of that from science subject. And here radioactive is more related to the radiations that are coming out of something. So remember that. So radioactive, that is adjective. Radioactivity would be the phenomena of radioactiveness. So that would be radioactivity would be noun. Yeah. And then thereafter relativity. Relativity is a theory in science also. We remember that relativity theory was given by Albert Einstein. So relativity is a set of ideas about time, relation between the time and space. The relation between the time and space, it's more of the scientifical words that I'm trying to talk about. But you see, if I talk about relation means like if there is any relation between the family members. So it starts from the word relate. Relate means to link up. Okay. So relationship, he is in a relationship with his like would be girlfriend or something, relationship. Or then we can say that the word came relativity. Relativity is a theory given by Albert Einstein, which was the set of ideas about time and space. Okay, time and the space. Relativity teaches us the light travels at the same speed in the universe. Light travels at the same speed in the universe. So that's there. Then thereafter we have sociology. What is sociology? Sociology came from social. Social actually came from society. Okay, society, we know that what society. Society is a like a group of people we are living among. Okay, and social would be something as an adjective, social experiment. We have done a social experiment. Then we have sociology. Sociology is logy is study, society is study. So you see that sociology is the study of the human society, its organizations and its problems. Whatever problems the society has faced, that is the study of the sociology. Okay, so you can simply understand that sociology teaches that the people's problem are a result of their society. You can simply understand that, I hope so. Okay, so sociology is the study of is that study which teaches. So es is used with ch. I told you in the tenses, if you will check my videos related to the tenses, you will be able to understand that. I have a separate playlist for the same. Sociology teaches that the people's problem are a result of their society. Just whatever happens in the society actually gives rise to the new problem, and if the people are not going to follow the rules and regulations of which are made by the government, then definitely the society is going to fall apart. So that's how the sociology is like, the way it works. Now the last word for the day is theoretical. Theoretical means which is based upon theory, or a particular theory. If they are depending upon, that is theoretical. Okay, any is anything is theoretical. If we say theoretical, it's more towards just theory, more towards the written things rather than the practical things. So people will be believing in, if in the written things, that's not true. They have to experience it, then they will be, practical. So theoretical's opposite word is practical. Pragmatic approach, you will have your pragmatic approach. Sorry, I mean to say that people who have the pragmatic approach, people have the theoretical approach, people have the practical approach. You should know about all these differences. So if someone is theoretical, is based upon the theory rather than the experience. One person has not experienced that thing. His conclusion was only theoretical and not meant to be publicized. It has to be kept with him, not to be publicized, because it's only theoretical. It has no proper evidence, no practical evidence, or we can say that it is not logical. The word we did earlier. Sorry. Yeah, it is not analytical, I mean to say. So I was finding that word. So there is a certain story we have related to that one. We will work on that only now. We are not going to study these words. We will be able to, like, you can actually take a screenshot of the same, and then you can actually work on these exercises, because we have already done those words. Which word fits the more, then you can see. Okay. Now here's a bachelor's lesson. It's a story. It's a small story. Let's read that one. Okay. Now, a keen young bachelor, we said that, like, a keen means the, like, very much eager, very intellectual, very knowledgeable, or the person who is quite intelligent. The person who is intelligent, a keen young bachelor. Bachelor is the person like who is not married yet. A keen young bachelor had finished Had finished, that means like in the past perfect tense. It's in the past perfect tense. Had finished uh, his studies at the universities. So his studies were finished already. Now he was going to do something. As soon as he had received his diploma, when he got his certificate, diploma is the name of a certificate. Certificate is a noun here. You got it, I think so. So certificate, and he asserted, that means he asserted with the confidence. When we say something with the confidence in the statements, then we say asserted. He asserted to everyone that he met that he was the smartest person in the town. Okay, so he met that he was the smartest person in the town. So he is the most intelligent person in the town because he got the diploma or something. Now I excel. Excel, I told you what is that excel? Excel means when you are good at something and very good at something. So you are excel at. Excel at that. I excel at everything I study, he said. Now he was boastful. So for a boastful person, let me tell you, that's the spelling for boastful. Or we can say that the person who brags a lot. Okay, the person who is a bragger. The person brags about his knowledge. That is the one. He said bragging about his knowledge. I have I have. We say I have, not I have. We say I have. Okay, we just abbreviate that have. So I have mastered calculus. Calculus is the field of maths, in which we study the brightness and the luminosity of the stars and all. Calculus and physiology, the study of the human limbs or the body parts of human beings or any beings. So physiology, I have understand. Sorry, I even understand that the great theoretical teachings. Theoretical means which are not practical. Teaching of science, such as relativity. Relativity is a theory given by Albert Einstein. There is nothing that I don't know, whether it is the movement of the celestial objects. Celestial means something which are heavenly, okay, which are in the sky, something which is related to the sky, that is celestial. Okay, like planets and stars. These are the examples given, like planets and stars. Celestial bodies are those. uh, or how to harness, control and use. Harness means to control and use. How to control and use the power of radioactive. Is something like related to the radiations coming out of something. So power of the radioactive substances, I know everything. So he said that I know everything. He's bragging a lot about it. But actually there was something that the bachelor did not know. So there was something which he did not himself knew. So that, what was that? Though his analytic means like logical or scientific, or like what we say, that having the reasons for something. So his analytical abilities were great. He failed to notice he was missing something very important in his life. So what was that? What he was missing in his life? One day, while walking through the town, the bachelor witnessed a collision. Collision means he hit somebody else in the collision. So collision is a phenomena when somebody collides. So he collided with somebody, collision between two cars. So he witnessed, that means no, he did not collide. Actually, he witnessed. Witness means he was a witness of that thing. Witness means the person who has seen something, the who has like who can be used as an evidence. So he witnessed a collision between the two cars. Both drivers appear to be injured. Now they appear to be injured, like it looks like that they were injured, but the scholar only stood. And this scholar, this intelligent person, there stood and watched only. He did not do anything. He thought to himself, those idiots should have been more alert. He simply said that they could have been more attentive, then they could have been saved. They really must not be very competent. So he said that they must not be very competent. That means they are not able enough to do something, like to be very much alert in their life, and so that they were not competent to drive the car. So he never thought the drivers needed help. He never thought of that thing, that they needed help also. He could have gone to that level to help them out, and obviously that was his duty. That human quality is that, like We need, when we see somebody in the need, we need to come there and go there to help them out. So friend in need is a friend indeed. So that's the thing. Like, please help me set the female driver in a weak voice. So when he said that, like, a female driver said that in a weak voice, please help me out, help me too. Said the male driver, I am hurt and I can't move. Both of them said that we can't do anything, we are unable to move. But this person who said them incompetent, or who called them to be not competent, suddenly the bachelor realized that he was the only person near the accident. So then he realized that, one, I am the only person who has watched them, and I am the only witness that who has seen that accident. Then I am the nearest possible person they can go for the help. He quit thinking. He stopped thinking and ran to help the drivers. He carefully helped them out from out of their vehicles. So they, like, then called an ambulance. So an ambulance came. The drivers were saved, and the bachelor felt the best he had in his entire life. Instead of having that knowledge, like, experiential thing are much better. Studying mythology, sociology, and geology. Mythology, the study of the myths. Sociology, the study of the society. Geology, the study of the earth. Okay. Did not give him the wonderful feeling, that wonderful feeling. Obviously that wonderful feeling would come only when you're gonna help each other. That's what actually it means to be a human. It was the act of helping others, and not his cognitive skills. His mindful skills, his cognitive or the memory skills did not help him out in any case of happiness that gave him that great feeling. So that great feeling came by helping someone. So he had learned that important lesson. He learned that intellect isn't everything. So wisdom is not everything. If you have seen lots of people who have lots of knowledge, they are useless if they can't help others. Being helpful is just an important like quality, uh, is just as important. Having only a brain is not enough, he thought. You must also have a heart. So heart and brain, okay, both are required for being something great in life. It's not only you will have the brain, you have the knowledge and all that. There is a particular character called, I think, like, I remember that Graciano was talking about in the drama, Merchant of Venice. So where Graciano is talking to Antonio, and Antonio is very quiet. And at the time, like, Graciano says something related to the visages and all that stuff. The kind of people there are, like, who do not speak at all, and they keep mum, and they do not do anything, and they call themselves to be very intelligent. But when they speak, there is nothing. They are all fertile. So that's what it is. The lesson for today, the bachelor's lesson was that, like, only those things which are related to the intellect are not important. Sorry, are not important, but also humane qualities, like helping each other out. That's the only thing which can make the difference, and you can become great in your life. So, how did you like the lesson? Please let me know that. And I believe that, one, you must have gathered a little bit of knowledge from this lesson. And I hope that you are going to just send me comments, and also probably, tell me through the, like what feedback is there from your side about what I have done in this particular video. Stay tuned for the upcoming videos. Whatever topics you're going to give me, I will make the video on the same, but these vocabulary videos will be continued alongside. I'm also planning to actually start my shorts related to like the business English, some terms which will be unknown to you, uh, which can be used in the professional life, in Canadian context or in any context, any professional context. So definitely those can help you out a lot. So I'll be making like some shorts on that. I hope you would like those as well. Till then, Bye bye. Stay tuned and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to get the updates of the new videos. And tell me